I want to die. I want to end it all. How many people have you heard say that, or the many other variations of it? Usually you don't take it seriously or even laugh and joke about it, but what if you didn't notice that that person might just be planning it already? Globally, suicide is the fourth leading cause of death for 15 to 29-year-olds, and the rates have been rising more and more as the pandemic continues. The Commission on Human Rights have stated that there is a need for the government to invest more in the mental health of the Filipinos, and I heavily agree with that. Why exactly does it need to be given more attention? Well, the main reasons why suicide needs more attention is because the issue needs to be properly addressed for its factors to be recognized, to lessen the victims, and to erase the stigma on both suicide and mental illnesses. Welcome, folks, to a speech dedicated to the candidates of the 2022 elections. Suicide is a result of a mental disorder that wasn't properly dealt with or even addressed, and by confronting this issue, the development of mental illnesses can be recognized or maybe even prevented. Mental health is just as important as the physical one, but no matter how much it is stressed lately, others, usually the older generations, still seem to disregard it and call it kaartehan. The National Center for Mental Health received 1,282 calls related to suicide for the year 2020, but that number rose to 3,329 in the year 2021 for the months of January to July. See how many people are calling a hotline instead of someone they know because they fear what they're feeling might not be valid or accepted? That's a problem because when this is addressed, the factors that cause it can be recognized and people can come up with solutions for those that may need it. And we can help. A lot of people have been dying to the pandemic. Should another pandemic, especially the one that attacks the mental health, really get away with taking more people? Recently, the Philippine Statistics Authority reported a 57.3% increase in the suicide rate of our country in 2020 compared to 2019, according to their statistics in the causes of deaths in those 2 years. Those deaths range from the ages of adolescents to even middle-aged people. For how many people say that the youth is the hope of the country, matters regarding the mental health and the youth seem to be more of an afterthought. Lessening the victims means gaining more people to help encourage those who have been down recently to not resort to harming themselves and leaving the living realm. They would know how to deal with them, they would know how to help because they've been there. They know how it feels, and if we can help them, then we can help others together. Suicide and stigma are directly related to each other because suicide can cause stigma, but stigma can cause suicidal thoughts too. People see it as being weak, which is really not the case. But that means that those who do have the thoughts of doing it don't reach out for help because they fear the looks others may give them. When someone attempts suicide but fails, they bring a stigma upon their family and that causes problems within that family. Or they bring a stigma upon themselves, which isolates them from their other peers. It is crucial to erase that stigma so that people can open up and talk freely about how they feel without fearing the words that come out of people's mouths. And in that aspect, we can help. Suicide is a very prevalent but also preventable issue if people only listen. When it isn't open to discussion, it is a problem that will remain unsolved and will likely affect the future generations. With that in mind, and with the incoming 2022 elections, I'd like to encourage the candidates to have some care for the people with suicidal tendencies and even those who still don't, and work with the local and national government to plan and establish a program that they are sure to work. There are countless agencies, organizations, hotlines, people you can contact. Surely you can arrange something that can spread the word and convince the people, especially those who would rather tell us to believe in God and pray more. It's not that we're not religious. We are. But right now, we need action. And if that doesn't come, who knows how much the increase will be for the next few years, decades, centuries. Are you really willing to lose more Filipinos? This has been Cristobal Esraganas, and I ask for change. Thank you.